good for you. It's healthy. Okay. A marker or pen or something, right? Always feel free to add because I hand them all back to you, and then you can look over them. It's like, oh, that's what it was supposed to be. All right, number 1, Paul continually bends and unbends his flexible plastic ruler. It now looks like this. Choose the letter that best completes the statement below. The aspect of the measurement that is affected is accuracy. It is accuracy. The reason precision isn't affected is because the markings in between, they're still the same as before. Therefore, if this is not affected, so uncertainty will also not be affected. Tolerance, we just started talking about it, but tolerance is what is allowed in an industry. So accuracy it's because it's damaged, right? The device is damaged. That's why we'd say accuracy is most affected. All right, 1 mark for that. 2, Rick is measuring the volume of liquid using these cylinders. State the precision of cylinder A. So here we go. You can go high minus low. That's 100 divided by 2. That's 50, right? 50 mLs. The precision of cylinder B, there are no markings in between, right? So we just go by it's 100, yes. So a mark, right? 1 mark each. Justify which one is more precise. You'd have to say cylinder A. A, since it has a smaller increment, or the precision is smaller, or a smaller precision, all of those things, I would accept that. However, if you got this mixed up for some reason, right, you got 100 here, 50 there, I would expect you to say the exact, right, cylinder B. So this answer would be based on what you got here, okay, so keep that in mind. There you go. Next. Marco needs to mix water with his eco-friendly herbicide concentrate in for his garden. If too little water is added, it will kill vegetables. If too much water is added, the herbicide will not be effective. State the uncertainty of the measurement for container A. So what do we need before we do uncertainty? We need our precision, and then we come up with the uncertainty. So they're skipping this step technically. They go straight to this. This is what they want to see. My precision here, it's 2, right? So it's 2 liters. Therefore, the uncertainty is plus or minus 1 liter. This is what they want. So you either circle your answer, or if you have U or uncertainty next to that number, you got the mark. What about if I got precision, Mr. Dirksen? It's actually a 0 in this case, unfortunately. Especially if it's state, there's no mark for calculation that we can give you, okay? Right? Oh, this page is what? This page is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're already tallying, then 5 it is. Back side. So this is part B of the previous page, right? So Marco needs to add 12 liters of water to the herbicide using container B, so this container. Calculate the total uncertainty, right? We want the total or combined uncertainty of the measurements if Marco uses the container 12 times. We need to figure out the precision, which is, did you figure that out? It's just 0.2, right? You go high minus low, that's 0.2 divided by 1, it's still 0.2, right? It works every time. So 0.2 liters for this container, therefore my uncertainty is plus or minus half of that, right? So if you got this wrong, you get minus 1. But to get the combined uncertainty, we just go 12 times that uncertainty right there. So if I see you multiplying your uncertainty by 12, you still get that 1 mark, even if you got this wrong, right? So that's 1.2 liters. Plus or minus if you want. It's okay there. So 2 marks if you have this for sure. Right? But if you made a mistake in your precision, which obviously made your uncertainty be off, you get -1, or you lose that, but you still get 1 mark for multiplying by 12. Or you can add it 12 times, whatever floats your boat, right? Here we go. Keep going. A yard is being fenced in with 3 sides as shown, so every single measurement already has its uncertainty there. So don't be making up new uncertainties. Okay? Calculate the maximum length of fencing required given the measurements and the uncertainties above. So I don't know if you did the work here or here, it doesn't matter, but the idea is you add it all up. Okay, so we add this up. That's 56, right? 56 plus 55, 109? What is it? 111. Yeah, okay. It's Friday, sorry. And then this is 1.4 plus 2 is 2. So that'd be 2 plus or minus 2 feet. I would, you know what, just to be safe, I'm going to go 2.0. I don't think it matters. I don't think the province would care here, but I'll just make sure because it's all in 1 decimal here. I'll just keep the way I stated to 1 decimal. So this is not it yet though. This would give you 1 mark if you got this far. They want the maximum length, right, of fencing. So the max here would be 111 plus 2, so that's 113 feet. This is what they're really after for another mark. So you have to read these carefully because I always walk you through to do everything, but they may not, right? So just read carefully, and am I actually answering what it's asking for? If they had said, state the maximum length and its uncertainty, this would be it. So not the maximum length, sorry. State the length, the combined length, the total length of the fence with its uncertainty. That's what they would ask for. But they want this. If you made a mistake up here, right, if you didn't add it properly, you go -1, but you do get the 1 mark for figuring out the max if you add these two together, okay? Bonus time, right? So this is 4 so far. So this page is 4. If you got all of them right, you get 4 out of 4 on this backside, but possibly a +1 if you get this right. So the tolerance of a measurement is this. The nominal value, which is the maximum, is this. What in the world is happening? With tolerance, okay? I always want you to think of that there are 2 limits. There's always 2 limits, and anything in between is acceptable. We know that our maximum, the nominal, which is our target, is also the maximum. So this number is technically what goes up here. And how do you get the min? Do you remember what's in between here? Your tolerance is the difference between this and this. That's what your tolerance is. So technically, if you go minus 0.007, right, if you subtract, if this doesn't make sense to you, it's okay. Hopefully after today, this will make sense. So the lowest possible is 15.077. So anything between these 2 values is acceptable. Choose an acceptable measured value from the list. This one here is too big. This one is actually okay. It's just a little bit bigger than this, which is, so it's somewhere in here. That one is actually okay. This one is too big, 98, it's past the max. This one is too short or too small. It's below the 77. So the only one that would be acceptable here is that piece. If you selected B, +1, right? So we go to the front, and it's not going to be out of 10, it's going to be out of 9, but you could score 10 if you got everything right, including the bonus. So if you got the bonus wrong, not a big deal. Just add it up out of 9.